In Mexico City, the line between passion and crazy is so fine, it disappears.
You can invent everything.
Baker Iván Ortiz and ice cream maestro Kirén Miret walk this line every day.
Con cuidadito.
With Iván, I taste the commitment of a project nearly 20 years in the making.
Se está bellísima.
And take inspiration back to my kitchen.
I love it, Juju.
Baking a tarta de jamón con queso, jalapeños y habaneros.
Whoa.
With Kirén, I sample how decades of intense creativity behind the scenes finds a chill outlet.
This is divine.
And return with my own riff on a sweet treat.
Oh, you love?
A galleta María en cajeta ice cream sandwich dipped in chocolate.
We should just have a stock in the freezer at all times.
This is so beautiful. That's fabulous. Está delicioso.
At a bakery in Colonia Roma Sur, the mural on the wall illustrates one man's passion for bread and dedication to the craft of baking. Before opening to the public, Iván Ortiz spent 17 years breeding the perfect wheat for his project, El Rústico. Now he runs this neighborhood staple alongside his brother Germán, baker Adrián, and business partner Lou.
Toda la parte simbólica que me representa en la vida.
Wow.
Es un gallo porque representa la lucha, un bolillo porque es el pan que más se vende. A un lado está el molino, porque para mí es el puente importante entre el campo y el pan.
The real connection between nature and bread isn't the mill. It's Iván's commitment to working the land himself and his resolve to baking the old-fashioned way.
Pues la idea del proyecto es que es una panadería viva, que la gente puede ver que estamos haciendo pan todo el tiempo, porque para mí lo más importante es que la gente vea cómo se hacía el pan antes.
Iván works with the ebbs and flows of nature. The bags of wheat lining the walls are everything he has to work with for the year. Every bread and pastry starts with the same techniques he perfected at his mother's house as a young baker and incorporates a 107-year-old masa madre, or sourdough starter, passed down to him by a fourth-generation Polish woman who wanted to keep it alive.
Este es tu trigo.
Este es mi trigo. Este fue la última cosecha de diciembre.
Wow.
Todo se siembra solamente de temporal. Eso quiere decir que sembramos solo con el agua de lluvia. Entonces es un poco difícil. Estamos en el campo, pues básicamente expuestos al clima y demás. Pero es súper bonito. Entonces mira esta espiga tan bella.
Sí.
Esta fue esa cosecha que es esta, justamente. La idea del proyecto es que repliquemos lo que se hacía antiguamente. Granos que crecían de esta forma, ¿no? Muy silvestres. Por eso ves el pan, y nuestro pan es muy café, muy aromático, parece más un centeno que un trigo. Este es Quirón, el molino.
Wow.
¿Quieres verlo en acción?
Sí. ¿Le echo?
Sí.
Ahí arriba.
Con cuidadito.
Mira, por acá, entonces sale. Aquí adentro hay una piedra.
¡Ay, de aquí se ve!
Se va moliendo relativamente lento y aquí salen las harinas.
¡Ah, wow!
¿Cómo ves?
¡Qué padre proceso!
¿Quieres cafecito?
Sí.
¿Te prendo un cafecito?
Me leíste la mente,
Hicimos
sí.
un cafecito de olla.
¡Qué delicia!
Entonces, pues tiene un poquito de canela y piloncillo.
¿Sabes a qué me huele? Me huele a natural, a no procesado, a casero.
A casero, exactamente. Quería que te sintieras como en casa. Me gusta ver la casa llena.
Quería que me platiques un poquito de cómo llegaste a este proceso de llegar hasta acá, a tu sueño, porque sé que no ha sido fácil, ¿no?
Triste realidad, muchas veces asocia nuestro pan con que es muy caro y un poquito feo, ¿no? Porque no es tan dulce, porque también le ponemos piloncillo, le ponemos azúcares que no tengan tanto daño.
Sí.
Entonces, ha sido un reto y el tener tanto tiempo en el proyecto creo que ha sido lo más bonito, que la gente me ha visto crecer desde que empecé vendiendo en bicicleta, por ejemplo.
Estás reeducando a tu comunidad.
Sí, de alguna manera sí. Es como conectar las tradiciones sin perderlas en el camino.
Every choice here is intentional, replicating the ancient ways. Inspired by one of those traditions, we're making Ivan's favorite tarts. The base is a cheesy, creamy quiche inside his pie crust, one topped with tomatoes and one topped with figs.
Y aquí tienes
Tengo
queso ricota.
queso ricota, queso manchego semimaduro.
¿Puedo probar?
Sí, claro.
Quesito. Amo queso de México. Me fascina.
Y tienes que probar esta maravilla. Este queso de montaña es de Rancho Cuatro Encinos.
Espérame. Platícame de ese queso.
Ah.
Porque no sabe al queso manchego que compras en el súper ni en
No.
el mercado.
No.
Sabe acidito.
Sí, a vaquita feliz.
Sí. Pero me ibas a decir de este.
Bueno,
Platícame
este
de
es de Querétaro, es un queso orgánico.
Ok. Y el otro es.
El queso ricota junto con el queso de montaña con trufa.
A ver qué belleza. La trufa está aquí.
Imagínate.
¡Qué delicia! Sabes que yo soy chilanguísima, soy de aquí de la Ciudad de México, pero cada vez que regreso a México me encuentro con un México que no conozco y que quiero conocer y que cada vez me da orgullo. Yo soy la eterna optimista como tú, ¿no? De que sí que crees en lo que haces y me da muchísima emoción ver a gente como tú que está comprometida. Y así que mis respetos. No, esto es una belleza.
¿Cómo lo ves?
Está bellísima.
Los colores.
Sí.
Te dicen que puedes comer rico y se ve espectacular. Aparte tiene la temperatura perfecta. Tibiecita de adentro.
Lo increíble de esto es que el trigo me sabe como a nuez.
Exacto.
No, está exquisito. Y claro que sí quiero probar la de higo. Iván, qué rico estar aquí, ¿eh?
Hay una...
¡Rafa! ¡Wow! Esto está impresionante, pero este sí está muy impresionante, sí.
Lo que quiero replicar en cada pan es el sabor del campo.
What are we making?
Es una tarta de jamón con 3 quesos, jalapeño y habanero. So we're gonna start by making the crust. So I have 3/4 cups of flour,
Okay.
4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, that's really cold, 3 tablespoons vegetable shortening, and then I'm gonna add a little salt.
A little salt.
I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of cold water,
Okay.
and you're gonna knead it just until it comes together. Because even if it has chunks of butter and vegetable shortening, that's good for rolling it out. For the flavoring, I wanna add parsley and chives.
Okay.
So just fold it in. It's gorgeous. We just wanna shape it into a flat disc. Put it here. And chill in the refrigerator for at least an hour, up to 48 hours. So I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator, but I have a swap that's been chilling. I'm gonna take it out.
Yeah, nice. It really like firms up.
Firms
So nice
up?
and rolled.
Juju, I love being with you in and out of the kitchen. I'm gonna generously coat our surface area.
Okay.
You know you need to add flour
Yeah, to the roll.
to everything. And then we have a 9-inch round. So you wanna do like an 11-inch. And it doesn't have to be a perfect round. Just go for it, and if you mess it up, you roll it up and roll it again. 1, 2, swift. Para que tengamos el big overhang. Now, well, you know how to put it in there. Ay, si quieres ayúdame a levantarle de este lado. 1, 2. Oh, yeah. I think this was pretty fantastic.
Yeah, it looks good. You know, this is a good technique.
Show
for
me.
everything.
I love it, Juju. I am so proud of your pastry skills, and I'm so proud of your Mexico City driving skills too. Can you help me get a fork?
Yes.
And we're gonna prick it all over.
Should I do the sides too, or just the
See,
bottom?
everything. Okay, so
Okay.
now we're gonna blind bake.
What would be the difference if we put the beans in versus not?
So it keeps the dough in shape, it keeps it from shrinking, and it keeps it from cracking. Okay, so we have the oven at 375. We're gonna do like 8 to 9 minutes. Now we're gonna clean a little. Okay. Uy, Juju, huele que rico huele. Okay, voy a quitarle esto. Oh, if you help me crack an egg,
Okay.
separate the white from the yolk. We're gonna beat the white and brush it onto the crust. Oh, we can use these for trash.
Okay.
So you just wanna beat the white just until it's spreadable.
See?
Yeah, that's good. It's gonna go back in for another like 7 to 8 minutes. So now I'm gonna make the filling, and this is super simple. We want 3 eggs. We have the egg yolk that we don't wanna waste, and we wanna crack them here. And then I'm going to pour 1.5 cups of whole milk. Okay, now if you wanna whisk, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. It gives it a nice mellow taste. So si quieres, pásame el jamón, we can put this aside.
Okay.
You wanna dice. The crust is ready. So pretty.
Looks so nice.
I wanna layer the ingredients, so I'm gonna slice the pickled jalapenos. I like adding the non-cheese ingredients first because if I add the cheeses now, they will melt and stick to the crust, and I don't want the cheese to melt in the bottom. We're gonna add the ham, habaneros.
That's the worst thing that's ever happened to me on your show is when I had to eat the habanero and then it got on my fingers and I touched my eye. Okay, are we ready to add the
Okay,
eggs?
now we're gonna pour. Now we're gonna do the cheeses. We have Oaxaca, queso fresco, y queso cotija. Oaxaca I love because it melts, but it still keeps some resistance to the bite. We're doing about 1/3 cup of each cheese. Fresco, crumbly, won't melt. Cotija, aged, dry, salty. Now you can pour the rest. Gorgeous. I'm gonna add a little bit more cotija on top.
Mila's living the life. She just gets to lay down, sleep right in front of where the food's cooking, and she knows.
I know. Okay, put these back in there.
How long does it have to stay in there?
25 minutes.
So while we're waiting, what are we making? A salad.
So I have just baby romaine.
Okay,
I love doing it with just lime juice, olive oil, salt, pepper. What do you think?
let's do it.
Si quieres tú échale sal y pimienta a
A
tu
little bit?
gusto. Yeah,
Just a little bit of pepper, no?
I like a lot.
You like a lot?
Un poquito de... Ah,
Oh,
ah,
that's like 2 plates in 1 plate.
true.
Yeah, let's go.
Perfect. Juju, it smells like...
The quiche is ready.
I'm gonna chop some chives. Okay. Ay, mira qué rico, qué suavecito.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
I'm ready to eat.
Me too.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's so good with the crust.
Flaky, cheesy, herby.
The salad tastes super good. Okay, it's like a little bit of fresh. Because the quiche isn't super heavy, but it definitely has a lot going on.
In the heart of Colonia Roma, there's a little shop where nothing is ordinary. Not the flavors, not the name, and definitely not the woman behind it.
Hola, Kirén.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Qué gusto verte,
Ay,
Pati.
igualmente.
Tenerte por aquí, comiendo helado.
Sí.
It's called Casa Morgana, and this woman is Kirén Miret.
I had a dream, but I mean a real dream.
Yeah.
I dreamed in ice cream of maple syrup with pancakes. So when I wake up, it was like, I dream that I have this ice cream.
That dream didn't come just from anywhere. Kirén Miret is one of the most powerful women in Mexican television. Shark Tank, MasterChef, that's her.
When someone asks me, which is like the biggest job you have, it's not producing TV, even if it's a big
So
show.
hard.
But this is mine.
Chasing this new dream meant letting go of the old one. It was bold, risky, maybe even a little scary.
This is my dream in all ways. So I went to Italy for a month, and I became a maestro gelatier. And then I came back, I sold one of my cars, and I bought a big and very expensive machine from Italy. And when the machine arrives, I was like paralyzed. I said, like,
Oh, like now this is real.
this is real, and I'm not ready.
But she did it anyway. One small space, one big leap.
And one day I was walking the street and I saw like a very small spot. Location, location, location. And I said, this is it. I rent it, I refurbish, and I just started selling ice cream.
Casa Morgana opened its doors and hasn't looked back. Kirén came up with the name Casa Morgana while traveling in Chile. She wanted something Italian sounding, feminine, beautiful.
And one day my mother was so smart, but she said to me a long time ago, you are too small to be big or too big to be small when you open a business. So you have to make that jump. If you're too small, you can disappear, but if you're big, you have to make like the next step.
And Kirén's next steps? Wild, bold, full of flavor.
We have 10 amazing flavors. We change our flavors every week.
Wow.
And we have 10 beautiful flavors for today. So if you want to
Yes.
come here, let's try everything.
One of her best known creations, pan de muerto ice cream.
Oh, you can see the little pieces of bread.
Yes.
This is beautiful
It is.
already.
If you like pan de muerto, it tastes better than pan de muerto. What do you think?
This is divine.
We have every year long lines.
Oh my gosh, it is. So, this is the crazy thing. Like, I can taste the pan de muerto flavors, which is like the pan de muerto is heavy, big, sugar. But this is like so incredibly delicate and
And
sophisticated.
The magic isn't just in the taste, it's in how she makes them. Every new flavor is a creative jump.
Okay, so when you're creating a new ice cream, how long does it take? How many tries until you get that new flavor right?
So I think a lot before making each ice cream. I hate failing. So it's
Yeah.
like one shot for me.
You're like in an alchemist lab.
Indeed. That's why I went to France to study perfumery. And I learned a lot about not making perfumes, but how to use those ingredients from perfumery in ice cream.
Her mentor in Italy had a philosophy.
I learned from an Italian in Italy,
Yeah.
from a maestro gelatero, Massimo, which is my maestro. So I learned everything I know from him. I learned like the basis, and then I invent. He said, if you can extract the flavor from a shoe, you can make shoe ice cream. So
I love that.
you can use your mind and you can invent everything. So that's the way we make ice cream.
Kirén built something beautiful, something entirely her own.
I feel so lucky and so blessed to have, as a woman, to have an example of a woman that is successful, that has made it, that does different things, that has had to sacrifice and
Thank
make
you.
choices, but that is sweet and happy.
It's a dream made real, one scoop at a time.
You know what they say?
What?
There's always room for dessert.
There is, and we have never made ice cream together.
Oh, that's not true. Season 1,
Yes.
avocado ice cream.
So start cracking the eggs and we talk about the ice cream.
Whole
We're
eggs?
doing 2 whole eggs. Yes, that is true. we made avocado ice cream. That was episode 1 of Pati's Mexican Table season 1. And Juju, you were a little thing like this. You want to beat the eggs until they're foamy and they've thickened. 1/4 cup sugar. And now you want to beat until it's fully incorporated. I'm going to add 1.5 cups heavy cream and 1 cup milk. 1/2 cup dulce de leche. But this is not dulce de leche, this is cajeta. 2 teaspoons vanilla. At this point, you take your ice cream maker. So we have the base that has been chilled. I'm gonna turn this on and we're gonna start adding. Maybe we should put it in a pouring thing. Ready? So let's let the ice maker do its thing.
The ice cream should take about 40 minutes, and then you can pop it in the freezer until it's ready to eat, or in our case, ready to make sandwiches.
I want these ice cream sandwiches to be chubby. You always need to try the things you make.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Don't double
Let's
dip.
make the sandwiches.
And mira, this is really good. Press it without cracking the cracker. Perfect. Let me get a knife. And then just go like that with a knife.
So it looks nice. Yeah, these are nice and chubby.
I love chubby ice cream sandwiches. So let's put this in the freezer.
Okay.
And meanwhile, we're gonna make the chocolate that we're gonna dip them in. So I'm gonna get el baño María. Add about 3/4 cups. In order to dip the chocolate, it has to be at a specific temperature. You have to let the chocolate melt and you have to use a candid thermometer. The dipping temperature is anywhere from like 88 or 89 to 95. If you do more than that, it drips and it doesn't hold. If you do under that, it makes weird like marbling shapes. So this is gonna be fast. Okay, I'm gonna take the temperature. So it has to be under 100.
Yeah, I think
so if it goes
it off.
over 100, we take it off.
Yeah.
And you know what you do? You add some of those chips we left behind
Pull it out a little.
and we'll cool it a little.
I'll grab the cookies from the freezer.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
I'm
Okay,
excited.
I'm excited too. Chuchu, me encanta cocinar contigo. It makes me so happy.
A mí también. You want to keep reading the temperature, or should we just go for it?
Let's see. I think it's coming down. Let's just add more. Okay, let's see. Okay, now it's going under 100. Okay, now we have to hurry up. Dip like to half of the cookie. Sticking. Oh, now the ice cream is starting to melt in there. Freezer, freezer,
Freezer, freezer.
freezer.
Quick.
I think they're ready because it's been like 20 minutes.
Okay, I'll get them out.
A
These
ver.
look insane.
So pretty. 2 for you,
2 for me.
2 for me. Con chocolate, la primera mordida con chocolate o sin chocolate. I'm gonna
Con
take
chocolate.
la primera
Yeah,
con
with
chocolate.
chocolate. What was all that work for with the chocolate?
True.
Okay. Wow.
Mm. Mm. Oh, you love?
Maria cookie is like the perfect
Mm.
vehicle. It's almost like the ice cream cookies you got out of the sandwiches. Like,
The Maria cookie, you're right, is perfect because it holds, but it absorbs a little, so it's soft. I'm so happy we made these.
We should just have a stock in the freezer at all times.